Gather round, dear children, and let me tell you a tale of a young lad named Rajan. Rajan was a diligent and sincere boy, yet he had one grave flaw: his temper. Over the slightest inconveniences, his anger would erupt, often hurling unkind words at his dear friends and family. This fiery temper drove many away, and soon friends became scarce. Rajan knew in his heart that this anger was his downfall, but alas, he felt powerless to change. His mother, bless her soul, had spoken to him countless times, but without a compelling reason to mend his ways, stubborn habits cling tightly. One fateful day, a wise and revered saint graced the village with his presence. During his sermon, he spoke profound words. Anger, he declared, consumes one's wisdom. In anger, one becomes a puppet to emotions, rather than the master of their own thoughts. Rajan's heart quivered at these words, resonating deeply within him. Determined to change, he sought out the saint, yearning for a remedy to his plight. The following day, he approached the saint and said, "O wise one, I am at the mercy of my anger. I know it is wrong, yet I find myself helpless. Please show me the way." The saint smiled kindly and said, "Very well, I shall give you a task. Each time anger takes hold of you, drive a nail into the wall of your home." Rajan found the task peculiar, but nodded in agreement. On the first day, he drove 30 nails into that wall. The next day, it was 25, and then 20. He began to see just how often his anger flared. Each bout of anger meant another nail driven, and soon he grew weary of this task. A month later, with the wall bristling with nails, Rajan returned to the saint, saying, "O wise one, I find my anger lessening. Once, I hammered 30 nails daily. Now, it is but 3 or 4. The saint beamed at him and said, "Excellent. Now, for each time you master your anger, remove a nail from that wall." Rajan diligently followed the sage's advice. Over time, a transformation took root in him. Though anger would rise within, he learned to temper it, and soon the nails began to vanish. Joyfully, Rajan approached the saint, exclaiming, "O wise one, I have cleared the wall of nails." The saint led him to the wall and said, "Look, my boy, the nails are gone, yet do you see the scars left behind?" Rajan gazed upon the wall, now marred with deep holes. The saint explained, "This is the consequence of releasing anger upon others. Our words and deeds etch scars upon their hearts, much like these nails have marked the wall. Time may mend wounds, but the scars endure. Thus, think before you speak, and learn to tame your emotions." Tears welled in Rajan's eyes as the weight of his realization dawned upon him. He vowed then and there never to let his anger reign over him again. As the days turned to years, Rajan learned to master his emotions. He gained a reputation in the village for his remarkable patience and wisdom. Where once he was shunned, now folks sought him out for counsel. My dear ones, this is the might of mastering one's emotions. While anger can ruin us, if we learn to channel it wisely, it can mold us into magnificent beings.